Welcome back in. Arizona Cardinals preseason. It's your boy Mike coming at y'all with preseason football. First up is going to be against the Denver Broncos. It's going to be our first look at this team in live action. Very much excited to see what we're going to be working with. A lot of positional battles, a lot of guys that we're excited for. And it's going to be Broncos country and Russell Wilson first up on tap. Couldn't be more excited. The QB battle is definitely going to be one to watch. Josh Dobbs, Clayton Tune, Max Duggan. Definitely ready to see what these guys are going to be able to show for us in the preseason. As of right now, Josh Dobbs is going to get the longest leash, if you will. But we'll see plenty of Clayton Tune, plenty of Max Duggan, and let's get into it. All right, y'all, here we go. Time for kickoff, preseason, and we are away. Here it is. Matt Prater kicks it off into the end zone. It's going down. Broncos take possession first. And with the first play of Arizona Cardinals football, preseason, Russell Wilson's going to drop back. He's going to hit Marvin Mims for a good gain, and Mims gets a gain of 13. A little later in the possession, Broncos with it. Cardinals, after a nice stop on first down, gonna be in man coverage. Here we go. Russell Wilson looking deep. Jerry Jeudy and Marco Wilson can't locate the ball. Jeudy gets the beautiful pass from Russ, gets the toe tap on the sideline. Marco Wilson can't believe it. 1st and 10. Here it is, running the I was about to say end around the jet sweep, and B.J. Ojulari with his first big play for the Arizona Cardinals here in his rookie year. And here it is, Russell Wilson looking deep, Samaje Perine, and this time it's Greedy Williams who can't get it covered. And Perine's going to take it himself on the next play. Had to let him have it after that great catch. Broncos are on the board first. So as mentioned, it is going to be Josh Dobbs taking the first snaps. Dobbs, and he's been a journeyman with the release of Colt McCoy earlier in the off season. He has been given the reins, and we're going to look to see what he can do with his first snaps here as an Arizona Cardinal. And his first play, here it is. He has Tariq Cohen in the backfield with him, looking at adjusting a little bit. Here he is. Finds Hollywood Brown for the 21-yard gain, rather. And they're rolling. 1-for-1 for Josh Dobbs. Tariq Cohen finds a crease. Makes a move. Gets himself 14 yards. And look, back-to-back real positive plays for Arizona. How about some James Conner? Gets a block, puts his head down, can't get too much more, but a gain of 22. And Arizona looking pretty good to start off. Here we go. 5 wide. Josh Dobbs steps back, throws. Zach Ertz beats the coverage. And the Arizona Cardinals are on the board early. Back to Denver. Here we go. Russell Wilson picked off by Zaven Collins. Collins looked like he read that the whole way, gets in front of the receiver, picks off Russell Wilson. 7-7, way to go, Zaven Collins. Alrighty, next possession. Dobbs sees something he likes, motions Tariq Cohen out wide. No one comes to follow him. Dobbs is going to hike the ball, and Cohen is going to be wide open. Touchdown, Arizona. How about that? In quick succession, the Arizona Cardinals find themselves in the end zone again. Now here we are, back on defense, looking for some people to make some plays. Russ drops back. Finds a man, Zaven Collins, forces the fumble, but no one can get on it. Eventually brought down, 3rd and 1. Could have been back-to-back turnovers. And here he is, Russell Wilson, play action. Oh my gosh. Goes, finds a man, Cortland Sutton, and no one's going to make the tackle. Complete whiff by Greedy Williams. And it leads to the tie-in score. Here he is, Tariq Cohen, continuing to get some nice blocking, gets another gain of 11. How about that? Here he is, Clayton Tune, second quarter, back to pass for his first time, and he finds Elijah Higgins. Higgins with a nice catch and run of 29 yards. Tune settling in nicely. Just one throw, but here it is, 2nd and 3. Tune, Brian Edwards, middle of the end zone. A nice concept right there with Michael Wilson doing a fade route, Brian Edwards coming in behind. And after a field goal by Denver, here's Keontae Ingram going to get his second carry of the preseason. Goes for 4 yards. They see something they like. 4 on one side. Shifts Higgins over. Ingram's going to go and nowhere to go. Nowhere to go at all. He is dropped for a 6-yard loss. All right, here we go. Clayton Tune, 3rd and 17. Looking long. Brian Edwards, he was pressured as he released it. 4th down. Arizona punts away. And here it is, 35 seconds. Denver with the ball. And that's going to be Brandon Johnson, who gets past the man and gets in between 2 defenders. Another huge whiff defensively from this Arizona Cardinals secondary. Now, these are backups. However, did I say Russell Wilson? I hope not, because that's Jarrett Stidham. Oh, man. And just like that, Denver takes the lead, 24-21. Tune back working, 29 seconds. What can Clayton Tune work up before halftime? Looks for Brian Edwards and a horrible pass right into the hands of Fabian Moreau. He had Edwards for a second. He had a step, not to be. Now it's hoping to keep them out of field goal range as the half comes to an end, and it's not to be. Oh, man, Jarrett Stidham looking long, finds a man, and they're actually not going to take the field goal, but they are going to go short, and here he is, Jerry Jeudy, for some reason playing with the second stringers, gets in. It's going to be 31-21 at the half. Arizona, looked all right early, but Clayton Tune with a horrible interception gives Denver the halftime lead. And right out of the half, Tune is going to be picked off by Moss. Oh, man, not how you wanted to start the half if you're an Arizona fan. And it's going to be the rookie Jaleel McLaughlin getting in to extend the lead for Denver. Tune, here he is again, drops back the pass. Oh, Michael Wilson gets it, breaks the tackle, isn't able to shake away. And there he is, Brian Edwards on a nice comeback route. He's going to get out of bounds, 1st and 10. Here he is, Tune again. Looking deep. Michael Wilson, is he going to make it? He can't. Gets knocked out at the 2-yard line. And it's going to be, an opportunity for Arizona to put some more points on the board. Tune saw his man, trusted him. If he was just a little bit faster, might have been able to score right there. But here we go. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Tune's going to drop back. He's going to throw it to Dortch. And it looks like he's in. They're going to call it a touchdown. Greg Dortch from 2 yards out. Going to do a little dance. And as you see, he did get the toe drag. Now after another Denver possession, they're driving down the field. Here we go. And he is sacked by the rookie, B.J. Ojulari. His first sack of the preseason. Stidham play action. Dimukeje cannot make it there. Just not quite fast enough as they're going to score again. 45-28. And Clayton Tune, for the 3rd time, is going to be intercepted. Does stop the return from Justin Simmons, who also, he shouldn't be in because he's not a backup. Max Duggan, here he is. Back to pass. First throw. Trey McBride, wide open. Wasn't a great throw, but he was thrown out of sack. Can't ask for nothing else besides the completion. Here he is. Max Duggan again. Play action. Michael Wilson, deep. Hangs on to the ball. Couldn't quite beat the man to get out there. And Duggan's going to keep it going. We're liking the pinpoint the accuracy so far, and he speaks too soon as he tries to fit one into Michael Wilson again, and it's going to be picked off by Turner Yell. So here we are, next possession after Denver finishes up, and a very, very bad decision from Max Duggan. Going to be picked off again by Turner Yell. And at that point, that was going to be all she wrote. Denver would add one more field goal. It's going to be 62-28. And didn't see a whole lot outside of Dobbs. Dobbs 5 for 5 and 2 touchdowns. Clayton Tune did throw those 3 picks. 11 for 18 isn't bad, though. And Max Duggan, not a good game at all. Definitely not covering himself in glory, if you will. Adam Troutman really worked us, as did Brandon Johnson. 3 touchdowns. But it was Michael Wilson with a couple of big catches to, show something that, they were hoping to see from some of their younger players. B.J. Ojolari with the sack, and Zaven Collins, who had that nice interception of Russell Wilson early in the game. So, week 2, we got a rookie that one of our vets is hoping to take under their wing, and it's looking like Paris Johnson Jr. and Kelvin Beachum. He wants to help him improve in the pass blocking. Coach is asking him, and do we want to do power or finesse? We're going to go ahead and get finesse. We do feel like there's a lot more finesse rushers coming off that side. B.J. Ojolari going to get a nice upgrade for sure. Got to get that run stopping up. It's definitely not great, not in a good spot. Want to get that up. Now, I know folks had questions about why Kyler Murray wasn't mentioned in the first video. And what we have to say for that, we wanted to focus that first episode on the guys that are going to be playing to open the season. But, of course, we do have Kyler Murray, 26 years old, now in his 5th season, starting that massive contract extension this year. But he's not going to be on the field for a lot of it. Now, Murray does have good accuracies. He's pretty aware. He can throw on the run. He is very elusive, very agile, very speedy for the quarterback position. But there is a huge question about his maturity and his ability to lead the team. And how is he going to respond when the team around him isn't great? Kyler starts off his contract, next season. It's $16 million this year, but starts at $52 million in 2024. Going to be a lot to think about for head coach Mike White, but we didn't want to overlook Kyler. Undecided at this point. We're going to have to see where the team goes from here, and we will reconvene on that. Getting into game number 2, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously not an easy opponent by any means, but Dobbs is going to get the start again today. And after a very easy first drive for Kansas City, Pacheco takes it in untouched, never had to worry about getting in or not. And Kansas City will take a 7-0 lead. Here he is, Josh Dobbs, 3rd and 11, looking to convert. Sees Hollywood Brown and just out of reach for him. So they're going to punt it away. Kansas City gets the ball back. Here's Dimukeje coming off the edge. Can't get him. It's going to be L.J. Collier, interestingly enough, bringing down Mahomes. Another 3rd down for Arizona. Josh Dobbs, couple options. He's going to throw for the veteran Ertz. Overthrows him too. Another punting situation for Arizona. Could have had back-to-back conversions, but wasn't meant to be. And how about the rookie, Keitrell Clark, picking off Mahomes, jumping in front of Richie James, cutting that off, giving the ball back to the Cardinals. And no better feeling than picking off Patrick Mahomes as a rookie. Here he is, Dobbs, dropping back, looking long. Hollywood Brown finds just enough space, gets down, didn't want to risk the big hit. Now, 3rd and 11. Quick pass. Rondale Moore jukes a man, gets over the first down line. Going to be 2nd and 5 now after the 5-yard gain on first. Dobbs, here he is, rolling, sees Hollywood, unable to get his feet down. Arizona would challenge, and it would not be overturned. It would stand and then a horrible, horrible fake field goal. Max Duggan had nowhere to go. Kansas City, here he is. Richie James, catches it, breaks one, breaks two, breaks three tackles, and gets away. Richie James, 60-yard catch and run by the young man. And how about that? Here he is, Clayton Tune in 3rd and 2, decides to keep it himself for a humble gain of 4 yards, but does get the first down. Tune, here he is, 2nd and 12, gonna go back to pass. Looking deep. Once Hollywood, underthrown badly, and it's going to be picked off, and you know the rest. He's going to take it the distance. Oh, man, pick 6, and just like that, 21-0. Clayton Tune, here he is, gives it to Keontae Ingram. Ingram's best run of the preseason so far. Didn't have a great first game, and that was his biggest run so far this game. Nothing really too impressive. And there he is, just out of the reach of Rondale Moore. But Arizona's going to have it back. And Hollywood again cannot drag the toes. Oh, we wanted to go to replay. It looks like he does have that second foot in. However, Arizona would challenge, and it would be unsuccessful. They would go for it on 4th, miss, get the ball back, and here he is, McBride, deep down the field from Clayton Tune. And Tune, here he is again, going to do another read option. Tune gets outside, can't beat the last man. It's going to be 2nd and 2, 3rd and 2, and Clayton Tune looking for the first points of the day for Arizona. There he is, Hollywood Brown in all his glory. Hollywood and Rondale Moore have really been the most reliable as far as starters go. Zach Pascal's in there, but 21-6 after the missed extra point. And Richie James is going to get loose. Oh, my goodness. To the 43-yard line, Kansas City. 1 timeout left, not too long, and Keitrell Clark whiffs the tackle. Chiefs are going to get another field goal added on to go up 24-6 at the half. And it's been domination throughout, as neither Tune nor Dobbs really were able to get too much going. So here's Max Duggan. Duggan's going to throw and be intercepted. Did not take long at all. Leo Chenal. Oh, man, it's interception central over here. And then there he is. Oh, man, Blake Bell. Oh, Blaine Gabbert, Patrick Mahomes, doesn't matter who's back there. This Arizona secondary has been getting picked apart. Duggan, here he is, 2nd drive, gives it to Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen's had a pretty impressive preseason and stays in bounds. Way to go. Keeps his feet in bounds. Duggan decides to get some of that read option action going on. Nice carry of 10 yards. Now, here we go again. Duggan rolling left. He has a couple of guys wide open. Goes for Keontae Ingram and overthrows it horribly. Greg Dortch going to have his 2nd touchdown in as many games. The little man getting the ball. 31-13, Kansas City. Gabbert drops back. Here's Jamie Lucetta looking to make something happen. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to shift his way through 4 defenders. And no one's going to catch him. Edwards-Helaire, not the swiftest of feet. Shocking that no one was able to get him, but there it is, 38-13, Kansas City. Duggan, back to pass again. Going deep. Michael Wilson, there he is again. He's been having an excellent preseason. Have him, more incorporated in the slot as a big slot versus that speedy, shifty slot. Duggan's going to go deep, looking for Brian Edwards. Go up and get it. Can't do it. 2nd and 10, Duggan adjusting at the line. It's going to go off play action. He said, how about Brian Edwards again? Edwards gets it, makes the defenders miss, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Touchdown, Brian Edwards. Great job from Duggan. Great throw. Way to adjust his body. It was a little behind Edwards, but he catches the ball. Doesn't get touched by those 2 KC defenders till he's in the end zone. And there it is. That was going to be pretty much all she wrote. Not too much action going on the rest of that game. 41-20 as, the Arizona Cardinals are going to drop to 0-2 in the preseason. Wasn't pretty. A lot of interceptions, not a whole lot of offense going on. Clayton Tune with 2 INTs, Max Duggan with 2 INTs. However, I think it was Duggan this time around who really showed himself and, proved himself to be a semi-reliable passer this game. Granted, it was, against backups, of course. We don't even want to get into the receiving game. Just ridiculous whiffs. Richie James breaking 3 tackles in one play. Clyde Edwards-Helaire going off and, breaking out at 86 speed is shocking, to say the least. A 60-yarder. Not too much defensively. And Hollywood Brown going to get his first upgrade. Looking to get that release a little bit more, up at only 76. And he will go ahead and grab +2 release. So moving on. We have a, training camp for Jalen Thompson, and we're going to actually go ahead and get his zone coverage up. Want to keep that on the rise along with Budda Baker. Now, here we are. Made their first big move of the preseason. The Arizona Cardinals haven't been super impressed with Keontae Ingram, have decided to part with 2 fifth-round picks to acquire Tyrion Davis-Price from the Niners, and then the blockbuster. Zach Ertz didn't like the direction this team was going, requested out, and he wanted to go to a contender. He's old, not as reliable as he used to be, so the Arizona decided it would be best to get safety Israel Mukuamu and a 4th-rounder from Dallas to go ahead and hopefully, strengthen that DB room a little bit. But head coach does have some plans for Mukuamu at 6'4". They want to use him as a corner. The safety room is good. And Mukuamu, 23 years old, going to be a 69 overall, 6'4", 205. And that press, 79. That's something we can definitely work with if we're able to get the man coverage up a little bit. Not super fast at 88 speed, but at 6'4" and with 87 jumping, we're hoping that he'll be able to, develop and, make it so that the speed isn't as big of a factor. Antonio Hamilton, Rashad Fenton, likely not guys we're going to want to rely on this year. Same with Christian Matthew, only in his second year, but at 26 years old, doesn't have a lot of room left to develop. Garrett Williams, unfortunately, is going to be on IR for a while because of the pre-existing injuries. So one more big note, James Conner, much like Zach Ertz, requested to no longer be on the team, and there were no takers. We even tried to offer James Conner up, as a backup around the league for just a 6th-round pick, and there was no one that wanted to take him on. So he is a free agent. He has a well-rounded skill set, just isn't fast. And, with the trade for Tyrion Davis-Price and Tariq Cohen having a good preseason, Connor just didn't feel like he was going to get the snaps. So we have granted him his release. Wish him all the best. And that's going to bring us into our final game of the preseason against the Minnesota Vikings. Should expect to only see Josh Dobbs for one series. We really want to see what Duggan and Clayton Tune can look like with, some starters versus backups. And here he is, Josh Dobbs. Oh, man, Rondale Moore cannot hold on. Leveled by Harrison Smith. Dobbs, 3rd and 10. Looking to make something happen. Here he is. He's going to look deep. Trey McBride underthrown and undercut by, oh my God, Lewis Sane. And here he is. He's going to take it all the way for the Minnesota Vikings touchdown. And just like that, 7-0, Dobbs' day is done. Here's Tyrion Davis-Price, and we're going to let Max Duggan get the first run out here. TDP, we're trying to see some different ways to utilize him here in this first one. His first run, not going to be spectacular, just a yard. And Duggan on 3rd and 9, what will he do? He is going to look short and almost intercepted. Should have been intercepted, wasn't. And Minnesota gets on the board again. Duggan looking deep. There he is. Rondale Moore holds on to this one. Duggan, first completion of the day. And now on 3rd and 8, here he is. He's looking for Zach Pascal. Doesn't get it to him. Pascal, you would think, could have put his arms out to get there, but it doesn't look like that was the case. Here he is. Cameron Thomas, unblocked off the edge, takes down Kirk Cousins. Good on him. Punt by Minnesota. Clayton Tune in. Throws a good ball to Trey McBride. Cannot hold on to it, unfortunately. But it's all good. 2nd and 10. Moving down the field, and just as Max Duggan and Josh Dobbs did before him, he's going to be picked. It's going to be Cameron Bynum, and the Vikings have the ball back yet again. None of these quarterbacks have looked great. Vikings go up 21-0. Davis Price, there he is, a good run, 13 yards, his best run of the day. As Max Duggan now back under the sticks, hoping to get a little bit of a better result than they did on their last few drives. Davis Price going to be a nice check down option as he goes for a few. And 4th and 4, it's 28-0. Why not go after it? Rondale Moore breaks the tackle, manages to get over that first down line and a little more. Great job. Duggan, 4 of 11 for 59 yards. Duggan looking deep. Oh my gosh, here he is again. Cameron Bynum watched the eyes of Duggan the whole time, knew he wasn't going to throw the ball deep, knew he had help over the top from the rest of his secondary. It's going to be a second pick 6 for Minnesota. And this game is starting to get really out of hand for Arizona. Good catch and throw. Here he is, Hollywood Brown. Clayton Tune back in action. Gonna go off a little bit of play action. Can't see some of those receivers downfield. He's gonna look for Rondale. Had to get down in between traffic. Didn't want to risk a big hit. Didn't want to risk an interception. And now, where are we going? Here we go. Trey McBride. McBride down to the 4-yard line. Clayton Tune getting things going. On 1st and goal, he's gonna run off play action. Why not let McBride finish it out? Touchdown, Trey McBride. And Arizona's finally on the board. They're going to get the ball back in the 4th quarter. Tyrion Davis Price gets a nice gain of about 11. Yeah, well, it looks like they're only going to give him 10. Here he is, 42-7. Clayton Tune calls his own number, rolls out 2 men to beat. Can't do it, 3rd and inches. And Clayton Tune going to go ahead and hurry up to the line and quarterback sneak. Way to go. Gets the first down. And that's going to be Tyrion Davis Price with his first touchdown as an Arizona Cardinal. Arizona back on the board. That was going to be all it was. 49-14. Arizona embarrassed in pretty much all 3 preseason games and in all 3 facets of this particular game. As Nick Mullins, 100%, only had 1 pass. It's all good. Kirk Cousins lit us up. Max Duggan was not great, nor was Clayton Tune. But Tune did look like he had some more command of the offense. TDP, 5 yards to carry and a touchdown. Hollywood had a really good day. Rondale, those are the guys we expect. Trey McBride in his first action as the starter had a few catches as well and a touchdown. Cam Thomas had that nice sack. No interceptions for us, 6 for them, unfortunately. Israel Mukuamu did force a fumble in his first action as well. Now, we did have some trade offers for backup right tackle Kelvin Beachum, but we didn't really think that any of this was going to make us a better team. And, we weren't in a huge rush to move him off of the team. Maybe down the line, but as of right now, we are going to hold on to Kelvin Beachum. Brings us to some cuts. Quarterbacks made it through at running back. Amari DeMercado is just going to move to the practice squad. It'll be Tariq Cohen, TDP, and Keontae Ingram. Xander Horvath at fullback. The receiving room, going to go unchanged. We're going to carry 6, and we're liking how that looks. Same thing at tight end. We'll have 3. Elijah Higgins likely to be at a number 2. Tristan Colin Castillo out. Probably going to play Elijah Wilkinson or Natani Muti there at center. And then Victor Dimukeje just didn't pop for us. He's going to go to the practice squad. And Ezekiel Turner, Josh Woods, aren't good enough. they're going to move on, hopefully find somewhere else to grow and develop. We'll just kind of have to see. BJ Ojolari, of course, going nowhere. Corners. Now, this is where it happens. We are going to go ahead and cut Antonio Hamilton. Just too old. Got a lot of youth in this team. Didn't want to have him hang on when he's not really that good. Christian Matthew, as mentioned, second year, 26 years old. We're going to move him to the practice squad. Hope that, he can maybe maintain. Marco Wilson, Grady Williams, Israel Mukuamu, Keitrell Clark, and not Chris Boyd, as Chris Boyd, unfortunately, was another casualty. Just didn't show enough in preseason. Garrett Williams, unfortunately, as mentioned, is not going to be available for the first few weeks. Starling Thomas is going to also end up heading to the practice squad in favor of Rajon Wright due to, Wright's size and, just his potential. So with that being said, 4 wins is going to be our goal for this season. I'd be shocked if we made it that far. Camp standout. What do we got? What do we got? Here he is, Jalen Thompson, looking to carry over his preseason success, needs 2 combined interceptions, pass deflections to continue his breakout. And then as far as our keys to the game on opening day, how are we going to do this? Dominating offense is likely not going to happen, so we are going to go ahead and trust the defense with this one. And against the Commanders team that has elite playmakers outside, we just don't find it likely that we'll be able to match up with them. So stopping the run. Few upgrades going. Paris Johnson wanted to go ahead and focus more so on that power element, get that up. He's in a really good spot already going into week 1. Zaven Collins, great job on that interception against Russell Wilson. Gonna go field general, hopefully get a healthy mix of coverage. +3 man, +2 zone, and +1 block shedding. Trey McBride, the new starting tight end, vertical threat, +1 acceleration is huge. He's already pretty fast, so we love to see that. Cam Thomas, we're going to go ahead and focus on getting those power moves up a little bit. Want to get those in a better spot, and he's going to go ahead and get +3 to that. Love to see it. That is going to do it for the preseason. We will have finalized a full depth chart next week for week 1. Thank you for tuning in with us for the preseason. Hope you all did enjoy, and we will see you all next time as we take on the Washington Commanders in week 1. Have a great day.